A star doesn't try to shine. It just shines. This eloquently describes Ann Gambrell, the first of NAPO's 5 founders to pass away just 2 weeks ago. Ann played a vital role in shaping and creating this association and our industry. She was instrumental in helping both to flourish, contributing to the collective success and mutual prosperity of each and every one of us. Her aura shines bright as she was NAPO's shining star, an esteemed colleague, mentor, and dear friend to many of us. It's impossible not to admire, love, and respect Ann Gambrell. She was an industry icon. Today we remember and celebrate the career of a woman who unselfishly gave over 35 years of service to NAPO. As a founder, LA Chapter and National Conference Program Chair, LA Chapter and National Golden Circle Chair, National Awards Chair, Quantum Leap Instructor, and co-creator of NAPO-LA New Member Orientation Program with her dear friend, Jean Ferruia. Ann truly embodied the meaning of dedication and passionate commitment by example. Would NAPO be here today if Ann Gambrell had not continued to stay involved? Yes, it would. But is NAPO better because she was? Yes, we are. One of my bittersweet remembrances of Ann was from the NAPO conference held in my hometown of Austin in 2001. Party animal that I am, Dan and I had hosted a pre-conference party at our home for over 100 of our closest NAPO friends from all over the country. Well, wouldn't you know, upon leaving our house, Ann tripped on a step, fell flat on her face, gashed her nose, and after spending what seemed like an endless 4 hours in the hospital emergency room with her, she then insisted on having a plastic surgeon called in to sew the stitches on her nose. You can only imagine how traumatized I was that Ann Gambrell was maimed at my house the night before conference began. She took it all in stride and wore her bandages proudly throughout the conference. I can't remember who had the idea to put Band-Aids under everyone's coffee cup at the Saturday night awards day. And exactly the moment when Ann walked up to the stage and had her back turned to us, we all took our Band-Aids out from under the coffee cups, put them on our noses. The look on Ann's face was priceless when she turned back to the audience and saw all of us with Band-Aids on our noses. Of course, it was our way of saying how much we loved her, and of course, we gave her a standing ovation. For those of you sitting here today who never met Ann, or if you're a first-time conference attendee, she would tell you that joining NAPO was the best business decision you could ever make. To live your passion and love your family as much as she did. As proud of Ann was of what NAPO had become, she was equally proud of her family. Her 2 children, 5 granddaughters, and the love of her life. Her husband of over 50 years, Donald, whom few of you ever had the chance to meet. He purposely stayed away from NAPO events, not because Ann didn't have his full support, because he said that NAPO was Ann's thing. It was her time, and he didn't want to stand in her way, as if anyone ever could. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Ann was also somewhat opinionated. When I joined the NAPO board, Ann was the awards chair and I served as her board liaison. Talk about pressure, being the board liaison to a NAPO founder. During that time, I remember having one disagreement with Ann. I was advocating something she totally disagreed with, can't even remember what it was, and I was devastated. After we both cooled off for a day or two, she called and said in her sweet, gentle voice, "Barry, we don't have to agree on everything. I just don't see it the same way as you do. So let's just agree to disagree and put this behind us and move on. Just represent my position to the board and keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job." That's the kind of woman Ann Gambrell was. Ann was the only one of the 5 founders who continued to attend our annual conference every year. And each year, when she presented the NAPO Founders Award to that year's recipient, she would say, "As long as I am still breathing, I will continue to attend conference and present this award." While she will no longer be attending NAPO conferences in person, her bright spirit remains alive here today, and her legacy will continue to be felt in years to come. Thank you, Ann, for sharing your life with us and your enduring commitment to NAPO. We are forever grateful and enriched because of it.